So in previous session we have discussed about the session. Okay, so now we shall discuss about something called as tasks. Okay, so here in Informatica we are having task. Okay, so what is meant by task? Task is nothing but work. Okay, so we are having different kinds of tasks, and the tasks are basically divided into two types of tasks. Okay, one is usable task and the other is reusable task, or else you can define in another way as non-reusable and reusable tasks. Okay, so non-reusable and reusable. Okay, so these two kinds are available in the task. Okay, so now what is meant by reusable task? Reusable task means a task which can be used in n number of times, whereas non-reusable means a task which cannot be used. So throughout our session we were working with one of the tasks, okay, which is nothing but session. Session is also a task, okay, and other task we have seen start. Okay, start is also a task, and the third task that which we have seen is link task, okay, which is used to link two tasks. Okay, so now where you can create all the tasks. The task will be created in workflow manager. So in this workflow manager, you are able to see task developer, workflow designer. Okay, in the workflow manager, task developer and workflow designer. Okay, in these two locations you can create. Okay, so now what is the difference between creating a task in task developer and creating a task in workflow designer? So here, if you are creating a task in task developer, then that task is a reusable task. Okay, so that task is a reusable task. Whereas if you create a task in workflow designer, then that task is a non-reusable task. Okay, so now what are the reusable tasks available and what are the non-reusable tasks? So throughout our codes, we have created sessions in task developer, right? So task developer is nothing but reusable. Task developer is nothing but reusable. So now, if you click on this and say create, you are able to see only three types of tasks are available. So these three are nothing but the reusable tasks. Okay, which means in reusable we are having three types of tasks, which is session, command and email. Okay, so these three tasks are reusable tasks. Whereas in non-reusable we are having different kinds of tasks. Okay, we will be discussing one after the other. Okay, so now session task we have already seen. Okay, so now let us see email task. Okay, so command task also will come. Command task we will discuss while discussing non-reusable. Okay, in that we will be discussing different event wait, event rise. In that we will get even this command task. Okay, so now what is an email task? So here, how to create that email task? To create a task, you need to go to task, then select create, and here select the type of task that which you want to create. So I want to create an email task, so select email and provide the task name. So here I am providing name as email task. Click on create, done. So now this is a task. Okay, so whatever the task you are creating, the task will come under the task section. Okay, so here you are able to see the email task. Okay, so now only the name I have provided. I did not provide any properties for this. Okay, so to provide the properties for this, double click on this task, and here in the properties provide the username. So here I am providing email username, which is nothing but the email. Okay, so here you can provide anything, info at anything you can provide. Okay, and here email subject. Okay, so I am providing something like online trainings, and so something this camera email text. Okay, so I am providing software trainings. Okay, so now here I have provided the email subject and also text. Okay, text in the email. Okay, so now click on apply. Okay, so now this is a task, right? So this email task, how you can use this? So this email task will be used in the sessions. Okay, now let me think, whenever this session is succeeded or failed, after this, okay, so now I want to send an email, okay. If the session is success, I want to send means I can provide a link condition like this, okay. So I will provide a link like this, and in this what I can do, I can provide a link condition, right? On this, I can provide the condition as status is equal to succeeded, okay. Status is equal to succeeded, is equal to succeeded, validate. So which means whenever the task is success, this email task will run. So if you want to send an email when task is failed, then you can provide field, okay. So save this. So but as of now we cannot send any email because this thing we need to configure, okay, using SMTP connections we need to configure that, okay. So now let me start this task.
Running?
Yeah, already it has started, okay. So
Okay.
so this is the one. What is the time? It is 10:50. Yeah, already it has started and even it is success also. So let me restart it. So here we are able to see in progress, succeeded, okay. So if you want to get the properties, right click, get session log. In this you will be able to see all the things, okay. So this is nothing but the email task, okay.
Okay.
So now let us see about the non-reusable tasks, okay. So in non-reusable we are having many tasks. So let me go one after the other. So first let us discuss about decision task. So now let me remove this email task. So now decision task, okay. So decision task is a non-reusable task. So non-reusable means the task which is created in workflow designer, okay. In workflow designer, okay. To create the task, click on task, select create, and in this you are able to see not only session, not only command, okay. So even command was available in reusable also, okay. So we are going to discuss command here, okay. So both the ways you can work, okay. So now in this you are having decision, okay. Select the decision, provide the name, okay. So for decision the naming standard is DCSN underscore task. I'm providing the name decision task, create, done, okay. So now this is a decision. So what is the decision that which I want to make now? So now let me provide some more sessions here. So here I am providing one more session. So now okay, so here I am having a decision task, okay. So now my requirement is I want to run this S underscore sequence generator related session only if this SEQ1 and this MPLT, okay, if both are success, then only I want to run this. So let me remove this. I don't know whether it is good or not. Let me take lookup connected, okay. So if both of these are success, then only I want to run this sequence generator, okay. So for that, even without using decision also we can do, okay. We can do using link conditions, okay. Even the decision task also you can use, okay. So now let me link the task first. So now here I am providing, I have provided only the links I have provided. So now normally when I am providing the condition like when both this and this is success, then only I want to run this, okay. Like that if you want to provide, what we are doing generally, we are going to the link condition and we are providing, right.
Yeah.
But here instead of going to the link condition, I am directly going to this decision, okay. In the decision, when I want to run this decision, okay, so the decision task should run only if both of these are success, okay. So for that, double click on this, come to the properties, and here you are able to see decision name, okay. So click on this decision name, and here provide here, what is the condition that which we are going to provide here? Okay. So what I'm discussing, yeah, decision task. Okay. So here, what is the condition that which we are going to provide? So here the condition is that if both these sessions are success. Okay. I'm talking about two sessions, right? Not one session.
Yeah.
Two sessions I'm talking. Okay. So here, click on this value, and here I'm going to provide a if statement. Okay. So here normally we were using this one, right? I'm not using this one now. Here now I'm providing a Informatica if, and in this, what sessions should be success now? So here we are using two sessions, right? What are the two sessions? Oh, I'm not able to see them. Just give me a minute. Let me drag it like this. Okay. So now I will be able to see. Okay. So here I am providing the condition as Informatica if, and in this if condition, whenever this s_mplt session, right? So you will be able to see that session here. When this session is succeeded, SUCC, succeeded, two sessions should be succeeded, right? Provide and operator, and other session is lookup, and again this session, okay, is equal to succeeded. So whenever both are true, whenever both are succeeded, then it is going to return true, okay, or else false. Close this, validate this. So even though you are writing here true or not, it will automatically take it, okay. It is this step is a optional part, okay. So now apply, okay. So now whenever both the sessions are success, then my decision condition will be true, okay. So now I want to run the sequence generator whenever my decision is providing with a true statement, okay. So now you need to provide here decision here, okay. So here you are able to see a new task, right? Decision, where decision condition, I am not talking about status, okay. Make sure to remember this. I am not talking about status, okay. Always the decision will be success only, okay. Status will be success only. So here status is nothing but whether that session is run successfully or not, okay. So but what values it can return? It can return either true or either false, okay. So if it returns true, it means that it is status is success. If it returns false, even that means that the status is success, okay. But here I'm not going with status now. I'm going with condition, okay. What is the condition that which my decision is going to return? If the decision is going to return true condition, okay. If the condition is true, then only I'll be going further, okay. So due to that, I'm providing decision condition is equal to true, okay.
True.
So now save this. Now start the workflow. So here MPLT has begun, and you are able to see even lookup has begun, and after that decision has started, and decision is success, okay. Decision is success, though it has started this one, okay, which is nothing but next session, okay. So now let me fail any one of these sessions, okay. Let me fail any one of these sessions. So here for connector lookup, I am going to change the lookup table. So I hope there is no table that new.
That's true.
So now I have started that again. Okay. So now if you observe, lookup is failed. Okay. So if you observe the decision is succeeded. Okay. Decision is succeeded, but it is not going to run the next one. Okay. Why it is not going to run means? Here we are providing AND condition, right? Between this we provided AND.
Yes.
So due to that, the decision is succeeded and it has stopped there only. Okay. It has stopped there and entire workflow is showing as succeeded. Okay. Is it clear, Clement? Decision task?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, so let me revert back because I might be using that even for other sessions. For lookup.
Scott, RC Scott.
Oh. Yeah, RC Scott. Okay. So now, this is about the decision task, okay? So let me remove the decision task. So now I'm having a different kind of requirement now, okay? So the requirement is, let me take any one transformation here. Or let me go with normalization. Any transformation you can take, okay? It's not that you need to take only this, okay? Any transformations, okay? So now, my requirement is in this manner, okay? Whenever I'm starting a workflow, okay, what this means actually, okay? So here, both this, okay, MPLT and normalization will start together, okay? Both of these will start together because they are in parallel. So they will start at a time, okay? So after MPLT is completed, it will start to look up, okay? Connected lookup, it will start. Whereas here, after normalization is completed, it will go with sequence generator, okay? So that is the scenario, right? But here, my requirement is in a different manner, okay? My requirement is, I want to run this sequence related session only if the connected lookup is succeeded, okay? Only if this is succeeded, then only I want to run this, okay? Then how we are going to do that, okay? So for that we are having something called as event wait and event raise, okay? Event wait and event raise. We are going to use those tasks here, okay? So now event wait is also called as event driven, okay? Event driven is also the same thing, okay? So now how to use that file, event tasks here, okay? So first we need to create those tasks, okay? So first let me create the tasks. So by seeing the task symbol itself, we will be able to understand, okay? So here, after this session is completed, it will raise a alarm like thing, okay? Which is nothing but a alarm will be raised or a signal will be transmitted like that, okay? The transmitted signal will be captured by the other event, okay? So two events we are going to define here, okay? The other event will capture that signal, okay? So the signal will be related to the session success, okay? So let me bring in the task create, and here event wait and event raise, okay? So here you are able to see event wait, so event underscore. First I need to provide raise, okay? Event raise, and other thing is event, oh sorry, I provided a wrong name for this. Event raise, just give me a minute. So here I provided wrong name for this. Task create, so here event raise, event raise is one task, okay? Event raise. Other thing is event wait. Okay, two tasks we are creating, okay? So now if you clearly observe the symbols here, if you observe, what is this? It is showing like something like receiving, right? Antenna receiving. And this one, it is showing like something like transmitter, right? So this is like transmitter, okay? So this is like transmitter and this is like a receiver, okay? Antenna receiver. So now, that is the reason here I provided like event raise, okay? Which means something which is going to raise an event and event wait, okay? So this will be waiting. So for what it will be waiting? It will be waiting for the signal to capture, okay? It is waiting for the signal to capture. So here I am going to place the event wait before this session, okay? Before this session. So why I am placing before this session? Because this session I want to run whenever this session is succeeded, okay? So when this session is succeeded, this will initiate this signal, and the signal will be sent, and the sent signal will be captured by this event raise, by this event wait, and this event wait will get that signal, right? After getting the signal, it will process the next session. Okay, so that is the scenario. But here, how it will be going on? Okay, so how it will be when I want to raise this event now. I want to raise this event only when lookup is succeeded, right?
Yes.
When lookup is succeeded, then only I want to raise this. So double click on this link condition and provide the condition as if condition status is equal to succeeded. Okay, so if status is equal to succeeded, then this is going to raise. Okay, so now this is going to raise an event, right? So where is the event now? So where is the event? So events we need to define, okay, which is nothing but user defined events. We need to define the event. So where we are going to define the events? The events will be defined in workflow edit. Okay, workflow edit, and here you are able to see a tab called as events. Okay, so select the events tab, and we need to create the events here. As of now there are no events, right? Here there are no events. So I did not create any event. As of now I did not create any event. Okay, so now let me try to configure this. Okay, so here we are having event wait. Okay, so double click on this event wait, and if you go to the events, in the events we are able to see two options. One is predefined events, user defined event. So predefined means the events that which are already predefined. Okay, so these predefined will be working with the command task. Okay, we are having one topic left, right, which is command task. That one while discussing we will discuss about predefined. But now we are going to discuss about user defined events. User defined means the events which are defined by the user. Okay, so this, so here if you observe the message which is showing, this is an event created on the workflow properties. Okay, on the workflow properties. But here how to provide that means if you click on this is empty, right? This is empty because we did not create any event. Due to that reason it is empty. So let me create the events. Cancel. So let me create the event. Okay, to create the event, click on workflow, edit, come to the events, click on this new, and here provide any event name. So here I am providing event name as Clement underscore event. Okay, so this is the event name. Okay, event name I am providing as Clement underscore event. Apply. Okay. So now one event is available. Okay, so now let me provide the event here. Okay, so user defined, click on this, select the event. So now it is going to wait for this event. Okay, apply. Okay. So now in this it is going to raise an event, right? So what event it is going to raise? This one, right?
Yeah.
So provide the event. Okay, so this event is raised by the Clement event is raised by the event raise, and that event after raising the same event is captured by the event wait. Okay, so that what event it is going to raise? The event it should raise is created previously by the workflow. Okay, in the workflow we are getting. Okay, so now let me save this. Now let me start this. So here both have started, maplet and normalization, and here normalization failed. Okay, normalization failed. Even though normalization is failed, we are not worried. Okay, we are not worried about normalization. Okay, event wait is waiting, and after that event raise has provided the condition, and then this has started. Okay, it is everything is success, right? So now, so here let me do a modification. Okay, so here I am going to do some modification here. Okay, so here please remember this this connection. Okay, so here I am going to provide as of now this target. Okay, so because I want to wait this event. Okay, I want to keep that event waiting only. Okay, I want to keep that event waiting only. Okay, so now let me start the workflow. Okay, which means this lookup will be failed now. Okay, so the lookup will be failed. So here lookup is failed. Okay, lookup is failed, and event will be waiting only. Okay, so this will be waiting because the wait is going on, but event is not raised, right? This will be keeping on waiting until this is going to raise a event. Okay, when this is going to raise? This is going to raise whenever the lookup is succeeded. Okay.
Yeah.
So let me provide it.
I see.
So now let me restart. About. So now if you observe, it will be succeeded. Okay, event wait. Event raise is raised and it is success. So it has success. Okay.
Yeah.
So are you having any doubt in this?
No doubt.
So now what are the other things? So still now what we have discussed? Decision.
Event.
Event wait. Wait or raise. Okay. Here it is not or, it is and. Okay. Event wait. So even this can be called as event driven. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let me check what task to discuss. Command task we will be discussing. Email timer. Okay. So now timer. What is this timer? Timer means it will wait for some amount of time. Okay. So let me provide the timer. Claim underscore timer. So now I'm not waiting for the time. Okay. So here I'm not waiting for the events now. Okay. So let me delete the events. I'm not waiting for the events now. Okay. So now after this normalizer transformation is completed. Okay. So after this is completed, I'm not worried whether it is success or fail. Okay. It is success or fail. After 1 minute. Okay. After this is completed, after 1 minute, I want to start this. Okay. So which means I'm providing some timestamp like 1 minute. Okay. So that time where you are going to provide, you can provide that time in the timer task. Okay. So first let me link this. Okay. I have linked this. Okay. So double click on the timer task. And here you are having timer. Okay. So click on the timer. You are able to see relative time, absolute time. So absolute time is when the workflow has started. That's time. Or else on what date you want to start that time. Okay. So here I do not want to go with that one. Okay. So here you are able to see relative time. So relative time based on from the start time of this task. Okay. Which means here this task. Okay. From the start time of parent. Okay. Which is nothing but here you can have more than workflows like that. Okay. So here I am going with 1 minute. Okay. Means after the task is started, it will wait for 1 minute. Then only this sequence related transformation session will start. Okay. After 1 minute of completion of this normalizer. Okay. So here if you observe, it will be waiting. Okay. So normalizer, it is completed. Okay. And here timer, if you observe, it is showing as running. Okay. Lookup is completed, but we are having one more, right, which is session. Okay. Sequence generator, not session. Sequence generator. So this sequence is not yet started. It will start after 1 minute is completed. Okay. After 1 minute is completed. Okay. So let us wait. Okay. So after 1 minute, this will show succeeded. Then it will begin with the next one. Okay. So after this, we will discuss about the command task.
Okay.
Okay, now 1 minute is completed, right? So after 1 minute, this is showing succeeded, then it has started the sequence, okay?
That's right.
Okay, so this is nothing but the timer task, okay?
Um,
So now even we are having one more task which is called as control task, which is not much required. Anyway, let me explain even that. So all these are non-reusable. All these are non-reusable, okay? So if you observe, these are not available in task. Under the task, you will be having only the reusable task, okay? Only the reusable task you will be having under the task, okay?
okay.
Control task. CTRL. So this control task, what it is going to do means, after the session is completed, so here fail workflow, the same kind of thing that which were available in the session properties, okay? So fail this parent if everything is run like that, okay? So the same thing, okay? So here you are able to see what this control control task should do. So here control task, let us think, if everything is going fine, you want to fail this control task, then you can fail this, okay? So or else fail parent is nothing but it will fail the workflow itself, okay?
Yeah.
So I have provided fail parent, I hope. Let me check.
Mhm.
Fail
Yeah.
parent. So normalizer will be failed. Sequence lookup started. Both are done. So now control task is run. If you observe what it is doing, it is failing the entire workflow, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is nothing but control task, okay?
Mm.
So now we shall discuss about command task, okay? So command, this is the important one, okay? So this command task is normally used to run shell scripts, okay? It is used to run shell scripts, and also it is used to move the files or copy the files from one location to other location.
Okay.
So now how to use this command task, okay? So here command task I am going to show you using events, okay? Using events. So what is the scenario that which I am going to do, okay? So here I'm having 4 sessions, okay? So here I'm having 4 sessions, and my requirement is let me decide what sessions to take. Okay. So now my requirement is like this, okay? So when maplet is succeeded, I want to run this lookup, and when maplet is failed, I want to run this sequence. Already we are aware that we can do that using link conditions, right?
Yes.
Using link conditions we can do. But here I'm having one more criteria. Not only this should be success, even there is one more thing, okay? So this lookup should be run only if it is having one file in one folder, okay? So which means this should be waiting for a file, okay? So if you are getting that file, then only you need to run this task, okay, which is called as file watch event, okay? Even it is called as file watch event, okay?
Okay.
So which means based on that file availability, you are going to run this, okay? If the file is available in a success, so I will be creating two folders here, okay? So one is
Okay.
success, other is failure, okay? So if I am having in success folder a file, okay, whenever a file is available in success folder, then I will run this one lookup, okay? Connected lookup I will run. Whenever a file is available in failure folder, I will run this sequence, okay? So means only one I will run, not both, okay? Only one.
Mm.
Whether these are these. But success is nothing but whenever a file will be moved, okay? So when the file will be moved means using the events we are going to move that, okay? Using the events. So what events we are going to use now? So we are going to use only one event, which is event raise. Okay, event raise we are going to do. So event raise. Oh, not this one, just. So here I am going with the real-time method with you. Okay. So normally what the trainers will do means in order to explain command task, they will show you only file copy. Okay. So here I am going with the real-time scenario. So here. Okay. So in this, if you observe in the events, you are able to see predefined events. Okay. Predefined. So here we are already aware of user defined. Okay, already we are having a user, right? User defined event means from here you can get that event. But I do not want to go with user defined. I want to go with predefined. So this predefined event is also called as file watch events. Okay, which means it is going to wait for a file. Okay, where that file should be available. Here the path. Please enter the name of the file to watch. Okay, which means when the file is available, then only it is going to be, then only it is going to raise it. Okay, then only it is going to raise. Okay, so here I am going to provide two things. Okay, so here here is one, even let me create two things. Okay, so here I want to run on success this one. Okay, success means this one, failure means this one, right? So even for failure I need to create one more thing. Let me provide failure. So there I should have provided success. Not an issue. So here we are still having much to configure. Okay, we are still having much to configure. Okay. So now the scenario is like this. Okay, so the scenario is, let me save it first. So here the scenario is this event will be waiting for a file. For what file? For a success file. Okay, for a success file it is going to wait. Okay, which means in success folder if you are having that event is going to rise, which is nothing but event file C, and this one will be waiting for failure. Okay, which means for this one. Okay, so these two are nothing but a folders. Okay, in success folder I'll be having a file, in failure folder I'll be having a file. Okay, so now let me take any empty file. Okay, so here I'm going to create a empty file. So in C drive, let me create any empty file, any 0 KB file. Okay, so that can be a 0 KB file. So here let me provide name as clem. Okay, so this file. Okay, so this is 0 KB file. So this one I am going to move to success folder. Success is one folder, failure is one folder. Okay, so as of now both are empty. Okay, success folder is empty. Okay, success folder is empty. Even failure folder is also empty. Okay, so both are empty. Failure, success. Okay, so both are empty. So now this file, which is nothing but clem file. Okay, clem is a 0 KB file. Okay, so this file I will be moving. Okay, I will be moving this to success folder whenever this is success. Okay, whenever this maplet session is success, I will move that file. Okay, I will move that file into, where is that? I'll move this clem file into the success folder. That file we are going to move using command task. Okay, using command task we are going to do. Okay, so command task we are going to use here to move the file. Okay, only to move the file we are going to do. Okay, so here only this one will be explained normally by the trainers. Okay, so here I'm going to show you this along with this success and failure. Okay, so here this is going to be moved. Okay, so here to move to the file we are having two locations, right? One is success location, one is failure location. When you want to move to success, when you want to move to failure. I want to move to success. Whenever this session is success, I want to move that file to success. So, and after that file is available in success, then this will raise. Okay, so for that I'm going to create two tasks, which is nothing but command task. Okay, so let me create command task here. Okay, so for a moment forget about these two things. Okay, forget about these two things. Okay, so this will come afterwards. Okay, so now first we need to have the file, right? We need to have the file either in success or in failure. In either of these I need to have the file. So for that we are going to use command task. Okay, click on task, create, and here I'm going to provide name as command underscore success. So what is this going to do now? So one is command underscore success, and here I'm going to create one more thing which is command underscore failure. Okay, so one is for success, one is for failure. So now what these tasks are going to do? Okay, so this command success, this is going to do whenever my maplet is succeeded, whenever this maplet session is success. Okay, whenever the maplet session is success, then it is going to copy the file. Okay, so this command task is going to copy the file from this one. Okay, from here into success. Okay, whenever the maplet session is failed, then this file will be moved into failure section, which means after this first session is run, the commands will run. Okay, the command task will run after this is run. Okay, means before these events the command tasks are going to run. Okay, before the event the command tasks are going to run. So let me think this maplet session is success. Okay, if maplet session is success, what it is going to happen? It is going to raise this one, right? It is success, so it will go with this one. Okay, so let me think here, using this command task, I am going to move this clem notepad file into this. Okay, I am going to copy the file from here into the success folder. Okay, which means as of now this is empty. I will be providing a file here. Okay, I will be providing a file here, and here for this location I am having a event here. Okay, we are having a event here, which is a event which is waiting. In this event wait, if you observe, it is waiting for a event. It is waiting for a event. We did not provide the path. Okay, so we are going to provide the path as success path. Okay, success path. Okay, which means whenever you are having a file in this path, then go ahead and process the event. Okay, so that one we are going to do. Okay, so let me do it. Okay, so here first I need to provide the command, right? I need to provide the command. Okay, so for that here you are having commands. Click on new and provide the command name. So command I am providing success command. Okay, so now command you can provide here. Okay, so click on this, and command I am going to provide as copy. What I am going to copy? Copy the file which is available here. Okay, which is available here. Okay, so which is nothing but in C drive. In C drive, what is the file name? It is clem. Clem, and it is .txt, right? .txt file to where? To here we are going to move that to success, right? Copy, paste that location here. Okay, so here we are going to paste. Okay, so you can provide any location. Okay, so here I am going to provide into this location. Okay, which means this clem file will be moved into success folder whenever that is success. Okay, apply. Okay, so in similar manner, I am going to provide even other thing, which is nothing but failure. Okay, even for failure, I am going to provide in similar manner. Okay, so here, whenever that is failure, come underscore fail. So let me provide in caps. Come underscore failure. So do not worry about the naming. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So here I am going to provide the path. Okay. So here the command is copy this file, right? Clem file. Okay. Here to failure folder. Okay. Copy C drive. C drive clem .txt to this folder. Okay, so whenever it is failure, it is going to run. Okay, so now we have provided success and failure, but how the session, okay, how the session will know whether to move the file, whether to execute command success or command fail? How we will be providing that that kind of work to this session? For every session, if you double click and if you go to the components, okay, in the components you are able to see post session success, post session failure. Post is nothing but after the session, right? Pre means before the session, okay? Pre is before the session, post is after the session. After the session only we are going to copy these files, right? After the session only we are going to copy these files, okay? Not before the session. After the session we are going to copy. After this maplet session is succeeded, then only we are going to provide that thing, okay? So here, when the session is succeeded, I want to run what file? Command success, right? So whatever the commands we have defined, they are available here now, okay? So when command is success, I am providing this one, okay? So those are reusable. You are able to see here reusable, okay? And even post session failure, okay? So here reusable. Click on this failure, okay? So now what we have provided for this means, for this session, whenever the session is success, it is going to execute the post session success command. Whenever it is failure, it is going to execute the post session failure command, which is nothing but this one. Failure will be executed when it is this one. Whenever session is success, it is going to execute this, okay? So now we have provided this, okay? So now the command task will be copying the files, okay? The command task will be copying the files, but how this file events will know that, okay? How these file events will know that? I need to provide the path, right? I need to provide this path. So the paths you can provide by double clicking on this. In the events, provide the path here, okay? For what file it needs to wait, okay? So here it is for success, right? success, success. In this file name is clem.txt, okay? So here whenever in this path, okay, whenever in this path you are having, okay, so this is file, this is success, right? This is related to success, okay? So here I provided success path, okay? In C drive success folder, if you are having this file, then go and execute the next one, okay? So that is the meaning. Whereas for this one, whenever it is failure, right? Which means in the failure folder, whenever you are having clem file, okay? In the failure folder, whenever you are having the clem file, execute this, okay? Event failure, okay? So now save it. So now let me start it. So here maplet is running and it is succeeded, okay? Maplet is succeeded, so event file C has started, okay? Event file C has succeeded. But event failure, if you observe, it will be running, okay? It will be running, but it will be never And it will never stop because it will be keeping on watching. Okay, it will watch. Okay, still what time it is going to watch now? Yeah, Clement, still what time it will watch? It will
Forever
watch.
now.
Still it is having a file in that failure event. Okay. So
Yeah.
now, as of now, I'm having a file here, right? If you see in the success, you will be having that file in clem. Okay. You are having the file in clem, but in failure, you are not having the file. In failure, we are not having that file. So whenever you are having a file in the failure, then even this will start and this will execute the other session. Okay, so let me manually copy it. So here manually I will copy it and paste it. So manually I'm doing. Okay, so here I have provided, and if you observe now, even this is success now. After providing the file, it has completed, right?
Yeah.
So now let me delete these files. Failure I have deleted. And success I have deleted. Okay. So now, once let me restart it. So if I restart again, it is going to do the same thing, which is nothing but in success folder it is going to create. Okay. So now the next time, and let me think, the session is failed due to some reason. The session is failed. Okay. And or else let me do it here. Okay. So here I'm going to do some modification. Okay. So here the maplet is success, due to that it is going this manner. So here let me change the relational connection for this so that it is going to be failed. Okay. It is going to be failed. Okay. Oh. So now it is going to fail. So your assumption is that it is going to start the failure session, right? So if you observe, both will be started. Okay. So this one started. Failure, it is running. (11:36). Maplet is succeeded. Oh, here it is succeeded. So let me change it.
So the file is still there now. You didn't remove the file.
So here let me change this connection itself.
Okay.
So I want to fail this session. Okay. So that is my intention. Okay.
Have you removed the file from the success folder?
Okay. So now it has started. So now if you observe, it should be failed. Yeah, it is failed.
Yeah.
So if it is failing, failure will be succeeded. But if you observe, not only failure is succeeded, even the success is also succeeded, right? Even success is also success. Why it is like that? So if you observe, even in success we are having a file. Okay, even in success we are having a Clement file. Even in failure we are having a file. So which means both these sessions, both these are success, right? So which means it is executing the post session success, post session failure, both are not executed. But in this, whatever you have provided, this here it is waiting for a file, right? Already this file is existing. If the file is existing, it will be going on. Already here you are having clem file. Due to that reason, it is going on. Okay? Due to the reason the file is available, it is going on. So now the requirement here is that after the session is completed, I want to delete that file. What file? This file. Okay, so whether it is in failure file, whether it is in failure folder or it is in success folder, I want to delete it. So manually I have deleted. Now manually I have deleted. But here, after the session is completed, I want to delete that. Then for that, here in the properties you will be having delete file watch. Okay, delete file watch file. Okay, you need to enable this option. Okay, if you enable this option, then the file, even though it is created, whenever you are restarting this, at the time it will delete that file and it will rewait for that. Okay, are you able to understand what I am saying, Clement?
Yes, makes sense.
So now let me do it, okay? So mapless is running. So now only one is going to run now, okay? So event fail, see, if you see, it is running, okay, it is running. So it will be keeping on waiting, but it is never going to be succeeded, okay? So let me abort this. So now, if you see in that failure folder, where is the failure? In the failure folder, you are not having the file, right?
Yeah.
Because that file will be automatically deleted, okay? After that is done, automatically the file will be deleted, okay?
That's right.
So I think I've changed it for this. Again it is failed. So here if you observe, the file is available, again it will be deleted. Yeah, Clement, you saw, right? It has created and even it is deleted, okay?
That's right.
So that is nothing but a file watch event, okay? So are you having any doubts?